This documentary is on folk and bluegrass music and its evolution in Galax, Virginia. I was originally interested in this idea when going through our Southern music section, and I recognized several of the bluegrass songs from being born in Galax and being around the culture for several years. In 2000, I was born in Galax, and I only lived there for 5 years. Although I was young when I moved away, the love for bluegrass music has followed me throughout my life. I listen to bluegrass and folk music a lot in my daily life, everything from listening to the bluegrass band The Still Drivers to listening to instrumental bluegrass music while studying and writing essays. I know I am not alone with this passion for bluegrass music because of places like Galax. For 83 years, the people of Galax, Virginia have put on the Old Fiddlers Convention. Every year since its beginnings, it has grown and gained more popularity and attention. The Fiddlers Convention keeps the people of Galax well grounded with their roots. The Fiddlers Convention is a 1 week long convention that requires the entire town to be prepared for thousands of outsiders. Many guests sleep in tents and campers, but the rest stay in hotels surrounding the area. Galax is a very old-fashioned small town. Galax is 86% white, 6% black, and 3% other races. Due to the demographics, there has never been any real race relation issues. Most people from Galax are poor and only have one goal in mind, and that is to get out of Galax. Many people find music as their way to get out. From a young age, people in Galax are taught how to play instruments by their elders. Most successful banjo and fiddle players from Galax learn to play on their parents' and grandparents' instruments. In this tiny town, music is the main part of their culture. The high school in Galax offers courses on how to play string instruments, and they even have their own string band. When walking through downtown Galax, it is common to hear bluegrass music being played on the street corners and coming from shops. 2 ways Galax has held on to its bluegrass roots are the Fiddlers Convention and Barr's Fiddle Shop, ran by Stevie Barr. I was supposed to Skype Mr. Barr for insider details on Galax and how it has become the center of bluegrass music over the years. Unfortunately, with family issues and the holidays being around this time, I was not ever able to contact Mr. Barr after my original phone call. During my original phone call, I asked Mr. Barr about the connection between race relations and music within the town, and he said, "There aren't any race issues in this town when it comes to music. We love anyone that likes to pick." In 1935, the town's local moose lodge needed a way to make money and increase publicity, and they came up with the idea of the Fiddlers Convention. Since then, the Fiddlers Convention has been held before the second weekend in August, except during World War II, due to traveling limitations. The goal of the Fiddlers Convention has also remained the same since 1935. The goal is keeping alive the memories and sentiments of days gone by and make it possible for the people of today to hear and enjoy the tunes of yesterday. Evidently, this goal has been met since the Fiddlers Convention is still gaining in popularity with only one issue. The number of performers has gone down over the years, but there are a lot of young, promising performers who are sure to keep up the convention. I would now like to introduce everyone to Presley Barker. Presley was born in Galax like myself, but he moved when he was young to another town in North Carolina. His family, although no longer living in Galax, still valued bluegrass music. Presley learned to play guitar when he was only 7 years old. His family had him going to the Fiddlers Convention since the day he was born. He has played in the Fiddlers Convention many times, and I've added this video of him playing guitar with the fiddling Carson Peters. Carson has no ties to Galax other than the Fiddlers Convention, but he is still a prodigy. This is Carson and Presley playing alongside each other at the Fiddlers Convention.
This is the Bluegrass Amateur Band, number 8. They've got one more song for you tonight. I'm going to turn them loose with that big spike hammer!
Spike hammer, Lord, it's busting my side. I've done all I can do to keep that woman, still she's not satisfied. Hey, hey, Delray, why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, Delray, I'll be leaving someday. section game. Big Bill Johnson is my name. With this hammer that I swing for $1.50 a day is all for my Deli Mae. Hey, hey, Deli Mae, why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, Deli Mae, I'll be leaving someday. There's not much I ain't done. There's still a lot of things I'd like to see. This bike hammer that I swing, or the woman that I love, one's gonna be the death for me. Hey, hey, Deli Mae, why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, Deli Mae, I'll be leaving someday. Big spike hammer, big spike hammer.
As you can see, these kids are very young but also very talented. The way the music passes down from generation to generation is what makes the convention attract crowds and allows for the continuation of the tradition. The other big way Galax preserves its traditions is through Barr's Fiddle Shop, which I mentioned earlier. Stevie Barr's father, Tom Barr, started the fiddle shop in his home in 1983. Since then, the store moved to a location in downtown Galax. People from all over visit the fiddle shop to look at a wide array of instruments and other paraphernalia. People visit for the items that are for sale, but stay and come back for the conversation and relationships formed through this shop. Stevie Barr is very personable and not a character you will soon forget. Barr's Fiddle Shop is a place where you are welcome to come hang out. Stevie will pick whatever instrument you want, and many people will stop by to jam in the store, and sometimes this overflows into the streets. With a culture like this built around a store in the center of the town, Barr's Fiddle Shop has kept the tradition going, and that is not a fact that is going to change anytime soon.